Hi there, third and fourth grade hybrid learners. This is Mr. Keller, your school counselor. Hey, I'm coming to you with another virtual school counseling lesson. For today's lesson, we're going to talk a little bit about empathy. Read a story called Oliver Button is a Sissy. And then we'll have a few questions to answer at the end of the story. First, I'd like you to know a little bit about what this idea of empathy is. It really means to make the effort to understand how other people might be feeling, especially when something unexpected or difficult is happening for them. If we make an effort to better understand others' feelings, we recognize that their feelings are important just as ours are. Sometimes there might be something that we might be able to do to be helpful. You don't have to be someone's best friend in order to practice empathy. With that, I'd like to share the story Oliver Button is a Sissy. And I believe each of you have a miniature Oliver there with you at your desk. So what I'd like you to do as we read the story is every time that you hear that Oliver is mistreated in the story, I'd like you to take your Oliver and fold a part of his body. With that, let's read the story together. Oliver Button is a Sissy. It goes like this. Oliver Button was called a sissy. He didn't like to do things that boys are supposed to do. Instead, he liked to walk in the woods and play jump rope. He liked to read books and draw pictures. He even liked to play with paper dolls. He would go up to the attic and put on costumes and play dress up. Then he would sing and dance and make believe that he was a movie star. Oliver, said his papa, don't be such a sissy. Go out and play baseball or football or basketball, any kind of ball. So I'll have you pause here. The way that his dad talked to him sounded critical and hurtful. So I'd like you to take your Oliver Button and fold a piece of Oliver. Oliver is different in some ways than some other people, and that's okay. We're all different in some way. But Oliver Button didn't want to play any kind of ball. He didn't like to play ball because he wasn't very good at it. He dropped the ball or struck out or didn't run fast enough, and he was always the last person picked for any team. Oh, rats, the captain would say. We have to have Oliver Button. Now we're going to lose for sure. So I'd like you to pause and fold your Oliver Button because the other kids didn't like to have him on their team. Oliver, said Mama, you have to play something. You need your exercise. I get exercise, Mama, said Oliver. I walk in the woods, I play jump rope, and I love to dance. Watch. So, Mama and Papa sent Oliver Button to Miss Leah's dancing school. Especially for the exercise, Papa said. So Oliver is going to Miss Leah's dancing school to learn how to dance and perform. Oliver Button got a nice, black, shiny pair of tap shoes, and he practiced and practiced. But the boys, especially the older ones in the schoolyard, teased Oliver Button. "Ha ha, what are those shiny shoes, sissy?" they said. "Lottie-doo, you gonna dance for us?" And they grabbed Oliver's tap shoes and played catch with them. So I'll pause there. So not only did Oliver have to endure hurtful words, but also it seems like the boys got a hold of his shoes and they were playing catch with it. So I'd like you to take your Oliver Button and I'd like you to fold it 2 more times. And they played with Oliver's tap shoes until one of the girls caught them. "You leave Oliver Button's tap shoes alone," said the girls. "Here, Oliver." "Ha ha ha, you gotta have help from the girls," the boys said teasingly. So because the boys keep teasing Oliver Button, I want you to take your Oliver and fold it again. And they wrote on the school wall, "Oliver Button is a sissy." So now we'll take our Oliver and we'll fold him again. He's getting pretty folded up at this point. Almost every day the boys teased Oliver Button. But Oliver Button kept on going to Miss Leah's dancing school every week, and he practiced and he practiced. One day, a talent show was announced. "Oliver," said Miss Leah, "there's going to be a talent show at the movie theater on Sunday afternoon, 1 month from now. I would like you to be in it. I asked your mother and father, and they said it was up to you." Oliver Button was all excited. Miss Leah helped him with his routine, and Mama made him a costume, and Oliver practiced and practiced. Finally, it was the Friday before the big day. "Class," the teacher said, "on Sunday afternoon there will be a big talent show at the movie theater, and one of your classmates is going to be in it. I hope that you will all go and cheer for Oliver Button." "Sissy," whispered the boys. So you can take your Oliver and fold him yet again. Here's my Oliver. He's really folded up. I'm going to pause here and ask you to reflect back on that idea of empathy, to make the effort to understand how others feel. How do you expect that Oliver might be feeling right now? If you were there, if you were one of his classmates, would you be teasing and picking on Oliver Button for his many differences? Would you be silent and just watching what's happening? Or would you be someone who makes the effort to understand how Oliver might be feeling and maybe you would try to help? Let's see what happens in the story, Oliver Button is a Sissy. On Sunday afternoon, The movie theater was full. One after another, all the acts were performed in the talent show. There was a magician and an accordion player, a baton twirler, and a lady who sang about the moon, June, and kissing. Finally, it was Oliver Button's turn. The piano player started the music and the spotlight came on. Oliver Button stepped into it. And you can see there's a sign there that says Oliver Button, tap dancer. Dum-de-dum, the music went. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Oliver tapped and tapped. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-dum-dum. Oliver bowed and the audience clapped and clapped. When all the acts were over, everybody came out on stage and the master of ceremonies began to announce the prizes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of first prize, the little girl who did the beautiful baton twirling, Roxy Valentine. The audience cheered and whistled, and Oliver Button tried not to cry. So if we're practicing empathy, if we're thinking about what Oliver must be feeling, making the effort to understand why he may be feeling that way. Mama, Papa, and Miss Leah gave Oliver big hugs. "Never mind," said Papa. "We're taking our great dancer out for a great pizza. I'm so proud of you." "And so are we," said Mama and Miss Leah. Monday morning, Oliver Button didn't want to go to school. Now, Oliver," Mama said, "that's silly. Come on and eat your breakfast. You'll be late." So Oliver went to school. And when the school bell rang, Oliver Button was the last to go in. And as we're practicing empathy, we might be thinking about why it is that Oliver wasn't in a big rush to get to school. What is it that he was avoiding? What was he thinking about? And when that school bell rang and Oliver Button was the last to go in, he noticed written on the school wall, "Oliver Button is a star." So you can see they've crossed out Oliver Button as a sissy and replaced it with Oliver Button as a star. So that was the story, Oliver Button is a sissy. And I'd like you to take a look at your folded up Oliver Button and try to unfold him a little bit. And take a look at all his creases. He doesn't look quite the same as he did when we started, does he? Those creases are the scars that Oliver carries where people said unkind things towards him. Now I'd like you to take a look at these 3 questions. And you may answer them on Seesaw. Thanks very much, guys. Have a great rest of your day.